Right now, as you're sitting there, a silent, incredibly complex dance is happening inside your body. It's the reason you can sit, breathe, even blink your eyes. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that amazing symphony of movement.
I mean, really, just stop for a second. Think about the way your fingers can fly across a keyboard, or that smooth, powerful motion when you just decide to stand up. It all feels so easy, so natural, right? But wow, behind all that simplicity is this incredible engineering masterpiece.
So, what's the big secret? Well, it's not just your bones giving you a frame or your muscles providing the power. The real magic, the part that makes it all work, happens at the connection points. Today we're talking about the unsung heroes of your body, your joints.
All right, so before we can really appreciate how brilliant these things are, we've got to cover the basics. What exactly is a joint, anyway? Turns out it's a lot more than just the bendy parts of your body.
So the fancy scientific term is an articulation. And you know what? It's a way bigger category than you might think. It's not just where two bones meet. Think about where your ribs connect to your sternum. Yep, that's a joint. Even the way your teeth are anchored into your jaw, that's a type of joint too. They're basically the body's ultimate connectors.
And this is a really key point right here. Joints aren't just about making you move. They're kind of like the architects of your body, providing the structural integrity that keeps your skeleton from just being a pile of bones. They're both the glue and the hinges, all at once.
So how in the world does the body solve this puzzle, creating connections that can be as solid as a rock or as free-flowing as water? Well, it all comes down to three core blueprints. Let's dig into the body's architectural plans.
The way we classify joints is actually pretty simple. It really just boils down to two key questions. First, is there a gap, a space, between the bones? And second, what's the stuff that's holding them together? And boom, the answers to those questions give us our three main types of joints. You've got your fibrous, your cartilaginous, and your synovial joints. And trust me, each one is its own little masterpiece of design, perfectly built for its job in the body. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's take a little tour of the joints you're probably using this very second. We're going to go from your head all the way down to your toes and see how these different designs create the amazing machine that is you.
All right, first stop on our tour brings us to the body's fortifications, the super rigid and unmoving fibrous joints.
So with these fibrous joints, there's just no room to wiggle. The bones are practically fused together by this really dense, tough tissue. Their one and only job is to provide absolute, unshakable stability. And the perfect example is, well, it's right inside your head. The bones of your skull are held together by fibrous joints called sutures. Yeah, you really don't want those moving around, right? They create a solid protective helmet for your brain.
Okay, but what happens when you need just a little bit of give, a little flex? Well, that brings us to our next type, the cartilaginous joints. These guys are the masters of compromise. Now, just like the fibrous ones, there's no real gap here, but the stuff holding them together is totally different. It's cartilage. And this rubbery tissue allows for just a little bit of movement, which turns these joints into the body's own natural shock absorbers.
Go ahead, take a deep breath, feel your chest expand. You can thank the cartilaginous joints connecting your ribs to your sternum for that. And even more important, they're the little cushions between your vertebrae, protecting your spine every single time you take a step.
And finally, we get to the superstars of the joint world, the synovial joints. I mean, if joints were actors, these guys would be the big-time action heroes.
Yeah, these are the ones you probably picture when someone says joint. Their secret is this awesome fluid-filled space between the bones. And that little cavity is a total game changer, allowing for a huge range of motion. It's no wonder they're the most common joints in your body.
I mean, your knee? That's a super high-tech hinge. Your shoulder? A crazy versatile ball and socket joint. These are all synovial joints. They're the precision-engineered machines that let you reach, grab, run, and just move through the world.
Okay, so let's put it all together real quick. Fibrous joints, think solid and immovable, like your skull. Cartilaginous, a little bit of give, like your spine. And synovial, all about that free movement, like your knee. Three totally different designs for three totally different jobs.
You know, when you step back and look at the whole system, it's just, wow. This is way more than just biology, right? It's just brilliant, brilliant engineering. This isn't just some random collection of parts. It's a finely tuned machine.
And get this,
The average adult has somewhere around 360 joints. 360? That is an insane number of tiny, complex machines all working together all the time, just for you.
And this all boils down to one fundamental idea. It's a trade-off. It's a constant, brilliant balancing act. Basically, if you want something to be super stable, like your skull, you have to give up mobility. And if you want a ton of mobility, like in your shoulder, well, you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of that rock-solid stability.
So really, from the rock-solid fortress of your skull to the incredible, fluid motion of your knee, every single joint in your body is a masterclass in this balancing act. They give you the perfect blend of strength and flexibility to let you do everything from standing perfectly still to running a marathon.
So as you go about your day, just think about it for a second. Which joint is your favorite? Is it the one that lets you type a message to a friend, or paint a picture, or maybe just give someone a hug? Every move you make is a gift from this amazing internal architecture. What's your favorite thing your joints let you do?